That'd be a good idea, shit. Because at a moment like this, you can clip that shit. Man, fuck that.
Look at my motherfucking brother, though.
We got
super smart.
My brother.
all these other shakes.
I worked there. I got fired over there too.
Yo, hell no. Clay, how you get fired over there? You gotta be a stupid motherfucker.
You get fired on the day.
No, I mean, we know you ain't because you marked the tech.
No.
I marked the tech. Get fired on the day off.
Mark the tech, got it.
I tried just went there. They hired a bunch of kids, and they want to see who can work out.
Right.
Eddie got all this energy.
Yeah, they're gonna use it.
Why are you tired? Why are you tired? You're young.
Young and
Y'all never hear that shit?
You got that old person, you got that hard.
You ain't I'm gonna go 110% every day in this bitch.
Yo,
ain't no way. I'm gonna give it 110% every motherfucking day. How the hell?
Nah, when that shit get
I get tired.
I get
My
tired.
feet hurt too, bitch.
I give it 98.
You get 98%?
I give 98 and 110 on Friday.
I'm getting
There we go.
On Friday, you try to go home early.
110.
On Friday. See, Friday, you know you about to leave.
You about to leave early?
Oh, you ready on Friday?
Ready,
I was in that, man, before I walked in that bit, I was with jumping jacks.
Yeah.
Man.
Carvalho, you guys fucking reek. Right? But the way he said it, he just ain't say it nice. So I was like, oh, fuck, this is it. You know what I mean?
There you go.
So, fast forward, boom. My boy didn't get rid of the fucking roach. All he found, the cop only found a roach, right? So we're all sitting in the back of the cop car.
Who was your fucking buddy?
This dude, bro, I don't want to say no names.
Alright.
We're gonna not say no names
No
on here.
names.
So I got pissed off because my window was down. All three of us sitting in the cop car. The cop comes to the back seat.
Well, 10 years before I had to go to the other KFC in Haines City. Worked there for 10 years. At the last year, I started studying out the register. I got, I
got another story.
Hey, I got one on that too.
I was so glad I didn't pay for it. All my money was going to water bill, whatever they said. So
You did.
wait. I was a manager. I was a manager.
To the ground. Boy, these niggas that be talking, man, they lot of fucking mouth. Man, it's your boy Nancy, man, I represent the city. Boy, these niggas that be talking, but these niggas really busy. Boy, these niggas don't want it, man, they niggas really hating. They ain't worried about this shit. Man, this money that we making, man, we on this fucking paper tape. You niggas that tryna hate, ain't worried about this shit, I let this shit.
I probably got pounds, but I don't. But I'ma land on down. Up in Cali in this bitch, now we slide low. And when I go up in Cali, all I see is Snoop. And when I roll up in Inglewood, I throw that juice. And if you rollin' with me, that's believe you smoking too. And we now we slide through. Best believe that's coming through with my.
Appreciate everybody. I appreciate everybody that been watching this Preacher Parker channel, subscribing to the show, following your boy. Please continue to share, people. I mean, all jokes aside, I'm not getting paid for this. So it's not like, oh man, I'm sharing Preacher Parker stuff and he's getting paid. It's not like that, people. Just support the idea, the movement, the change, the fact that we're able to speak freely about anything, about any subject, and we talk more and more on this next episode. The episode called From Boys to Men. Yeah, there's a lot of funniness going on. We talk about, losing our job. We talk about our first time going to jail. We get into all kind of stuff about how we financially stable now and how we develop ourselves to become better men today than what we were yesterday. And at the same time, on this show, we also have a short freestyle battle, which is a lot of fun. As known, if you've been watching the other freestyle battles, thank you for enjoying that. And like I said all the time, if you love the Preacher Parker show, comment on there. Hit your boy up if you want to be on the episode. If you're in the Polk County area, I'll definitely have no problem putting more people on my show, supporting more platforms, more idea, exposing more talent. That's what it's all about. But please enjoy this next episode from Boys to Men. Not the musical group, but from Boys to Men. All jokes aside, it's going to be a banger. It's going to be funny. I guarantee you're going to laugh a lot. It's crazy ass stories and just so much more that we need to talk about every day. A lot of men out there losing their lives, a lot of men out there that have no goals, a lot of men out there not focused, a lot of men in jail, a lot of men just not striving to be the great men they could be. So get on this episode, check us out, support, share, comment, and share the love. We appreciate you daily. Thank you for subscribing to the Preacher Parker channel, and let's continue to make this movement happen. God bless you. Stay woke. Hey, tune in, baby. Parker Show, the place to be. I hope you've been subscribing to the channel, commenting, liking, everything that's necessary. I told you I was going to bring you another fire crew, another fire podcast. Episodes are going to be greatness. People with every different background, different cities, different states. It's about to go global. But anyway, we talking about episodes today about boys to men. For those that can relate to us, they understand we ain't about to have childish games. We're in that brand new entrepreneurship, and we're about to blow up. So, with that being said, you already know I'm Preacher Parker. You know what the story is. Representing up Brooklyn all the way to the fullest, and I've been living out here in Florida for a hot minute. Hey. So these guys gonna tell you where they from, y'all. So where you from down there, man?
Back to
Hey,
it.
what's up, guys? My name is Mark. From Philadelphia.
Hey, Philly in the house.
Hey, I'm from Flint.
Oh, shoot, not
Flint,
Flint.
Michigan.
Not Flint.
You know, we came from the bottom, now we're here.
Hey, okay.
And everybody, I'm Dre. I'm Dre. I'm a father of 3.
Hey,
There we
You know what
go.
I'm saying?
that's what I'm talking about.
I'm a man and I came up, huh?
Kevin is my name. Boom.
Hey.
My occupation, I'm self-employed at the moment.
Go.
And
Yeah, man, it's your boy Jay Nasty. You feel me? From Haines City. You feel me? And I sell fish.
Hey, there you go. Selling fish.
it's
funny. But it's, yo, at the end of the day, all right, but let's get real on some real ass stuff. We're going straight to the platform, straight to the beginning. This whole nonsense. Talking from boys to men.
Yeah.
We all been boys. When
Yes,
I say
we
boys,
did.
I ain't talking about little kids. I'm talking about boy mindset. You know what I'm saying? Playing in the clubs, not spending your money properly, doing random stuff, in and out of, you know, if you went to jail or not went to jail, lost jobs or didn't lose jobs. We didn't have our life together yet. You know, and then we got to talk about how we transitioned from where we was from to 5 to 10 to 15 years later to being men. How we got there. So for me, you know, I was always a childish man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't care. I mean, I took care of my responsibilities like any other man. You know, I had my own place at 19. So I felt good about that. I moved my brothers in with me. So I was like, yo, I'm my own man. Working whatever kind of salary I had, I made it work. Got my own car in my own name. Started everything on my own. Moved up to management on my own. So I feel like, you know, I didn't have that father during my time back in 93, because that's when my mom and my dad divorced. So when that happened, I was like, hey, I had to be the man of the house. My grandma called me on the phone. You the man of the house now. Man, I'm 10 years old. I know y'all can relate to where I'm coming from. So let's get into it, fellas. Where y'all coming from right now with it? Anything.
All right.
all right, well, me, pretty much, I understand exactly where you're coming from.
Hey.
Unfortunately, my parents, they split while I was in high school, and I'm the middle child. I got 2 sisters, an older and a younger. But yeah, man, I mean, you know, I get where you're coming from. The reason I say that is because, I mean, it didn't really hit me as hard, but yeah, it gets to, you know, got to the point where, man, you got to go ahead and take control. You're the man of the household now. My mom, that was her words out her mouth or whatnot. And at a young age, I was a kid having a kid. I was 15, and I got news that I was going to have a kid, so by the time I was 16, you know, it was a blessing at the end of the day. She's my one and only. But yeah, stuff got really quick, man. 16 years old, man. I mean, I remember my pops saying, hey, man, your whole social life, that whole going out, hanging out with your friends after school, doing this and that, it's over. Go get a job. So it got real quick, man. You know what I mean? So we'll get into it a little bit more, but that's how that started off.
That'd be real quick.
Right.
Yeah, I'm low key similar. I had a child young back when I was in 12th grade. Ended up getting top box pregnant, and yeah, man, I had a baby, and the first thing I had to do was, you know, stop playing football, stop doing this, stop doing that. You know what I mean? And work. So working was, you know, cutting into my training time, cutting into my practice time, cutting into my life. So I was like low-key forced to become an adult before I enjoyed my childhood, you know, so, you know, like I said, I'm in a similar boat as my boy.
That's wild, bro. What y'all down there, man?
Absolutely. For me, name is Mark. But yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I mean, I got 2 stepkids, so I mean, I didn't have a child of my own, yet. But I mean, to take that role as a stepfather, I had to grow up and do what I had to do to support them. So,
There you go. Yeah. Tracy?
Well, we're gonna say the best for last. I gotta put it out there. I gotta put it out there. Well, when I was young, right off the bat, I was born in Flint, Michigan. Y'all probably know some other person or some other person probably been on this podcast before, but Flint, Michigan is a different type of place. So like in Orlando, you could probably go like about an hour, 30 minutes up the road and probably see some of the most beautiful things you've ever seen in your life.
Oh, yeah.
But like in Flint, you can drive for miles and miles and miles, an hour and an hour, and it's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Houses burned down, three at a time, but somebody lived there. 3 at a time, somebody lived. So it's a different type of mindset when you get put in front of different type of people, where everybody is on their same or on a different page, basically, trying to maneuver their life.
Yeah.
But me personally, I was in foster care at a young age. They took us around 13. I was 13, but I had 4 other, brothers and sisters. We all got split up at 1 at a time.
Damn.
And I was the last one to get dropped off at the end of each one of us getting dropped off in different places, different cities.
Wow, that's so crazy, man.
It was kind of wild. So the last house I got to, it was a state, person from the state. So we walk in a house, she's standing in front of me. Okay, this is gonna be, said where you gonna stay. This is gonna be where you gonna live. And me as a 13-year-old, I'm looking at her. You just took me from my family. You took me from my whole family that I ever knew, that I ever anything. You dropped me off in the middle of here in a trailer park. In a trailer park in the middle of the night, and you really finna tell me that this is where I'm gonna be. So I looked at this lady, and that was the first time I felt like I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah, I did.
You know what I'm saying? That was it. And they left. You know what I'm saying? And I was there. So for like nights and nights and nights and weeks and weeks and weeks, I would just cry all fucking night, dude. It was wild being took like that for like, and it just dropped right in the middle, and you don't know what's happening, what's going on around you. You 13 years old. So you know what I'm saying? You boy. I'm from Flint. So me and my brothers was out there. I had a hoodie on, some Reeboks, some silver Reeboks, and some wash jeans.
Yeah.
And my all white, hoodie that I gave to my wife after a while.
Right, straight up.
But, at that time I knew what was going on. But it was just wild, the mindset that I had to keep. It gets even deeper, but everybody gotta talk. Everybody got something going on.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? So we don't let everybody talk.
So we can always interrupt when they try to
You know what I'm saying?
Anytime.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna get deep.
Right.
It's gonna get deep.
Yeah.
It's gonna get a little bit deeper.
Exactly.
No, it's just, man, when it come down to it, well, it's just, everybody got their own aspects and different outlooks on becoming, a man.
Exactly.
So some people were raised with fathers and, parents and shit like that. And some motherfuckers had to do, other things like me and what I had to do. I don't know about nobody else, but you feel me? I had a father, I had a man in my life, you feel me, that actually was there, low key to, play the role as my father. Like, he take me there, pick me up, this and that. But this nigga ain't teach me how to do taxes and shit. You feel me? Like, you understand what I'm saying? So like, you feel me? It's not. It's a lot of key points that detrimental with being a man. You feel me? Like, besides just telling the motherfucker, oh, don't cry. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, okay, well, what about the other side? You know what I'm saying? What about when I do get, emotional or feel like, as a man, I had to learn how to deal with that shit, alone with myself.
Wow.
Ain't nobody teach me how to deal with, you know, certain aspects and certain parts in life to be a man, you feel me? So I'm gonna say I had a father or a father figure up to a certain extent or to a certain extent, you feel me? But with that being said, I feel as though I built myself into being a man, like, you feel me? From other, yeah, you know what I'm saying? From other motherfuckers, from life experiences and meeting and introducing myself to other people, you feel me? Like, you never know who you learn something from. First of all.
No, that's the truth.
First of all, you never know who you fucking learn something from. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like I said, I was in situations to where I encountered people that endow the information of life to me.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? And that was something that I sponged, you feel me? That's something that I soaked up, you feel me? And built, like I say, became, you know what I'm saying? I self-made. I'm a self-made man. You know what I mean? So everybody got to do, you know what I'm saying, what they do, everybody different. So
Same thing I'm saying when I being raised by my mother, you know what I mean? She's raising 3 boys
right.
by herself, working 2 jobs. So your mother 11 or 12 years old, you want to cook for the family. You want to clean up the house clean. You make sure your brothers don't go outside the door. That's my life now. Now I'm taking on that responsibility. I remember the first day I turned 16. Some of y'all probably were younger than me, but the first day I turned 16, I swear everything. My mom kicked me out the house and said, don't come back unless you have a job. I came up with a job with Wendy's in 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? I got a job.
Yeah.
Now you gonna pay bills. You already learned. That's gonna put you on a bank account. You're gonna learn how to do this on your own. Mom said, the worst thing you can do is be a man that don't have your own stuff.
Right.
She said, you get into a relationship, you don't want to be the man that get put out. And that's coming from a mother, that's a different mindset, you know what I mean? So she's telling me right there, I need to have my own house, my own car, my own job, my own everything. Because if anything goes wrong, I can protect myself. Plus I can teach others how to do that. I was able to teach my brothers because she didn't have time to teach them. So,
True.
going from that mindset, I already built myself. And not in the arrogance, but I used to tell people all the time, I got my own job. I'm already managing, man. I'm 19. What you talking about? I'm doing this.
I'm gonna put it good.
Yeah, do your thing. You want to try that thing? Go try that thing. You know what I mean? But be your own man. Get your ass up and do what you gotta do. So, at the end of the day, like I said, I'm happy.
Significant other, you know, she had 2 kids.
Damn, why she gotta be a significant other?
It was my girl.
Why she can't just be a woman, man?
Was my partner in life, you know, my partner in crime. So, you know, once I got with her, I knew I had to, you know, step up to the plate.
Okay.
She had 2 kids, you know. I was just,
That's a big move.
I was living at home, bro.
That's a big move.
You
That's
know,
good.
so I had to come in, you know, at, 20, you know, it was, you know, not early as some of you guys, but, you know, it was a big step for
20
me.
still young.
20
Yeah.
young as shit.
Yeah.
I was on the age of 19, that was 1 more year, bro. So
Yeah.
20 is the same
Still
shit.
young.
you feel me?
Cause you know, you didn't get a chance to go out there, you know.
You really
travel
do that.
around.
Yeah,
See
man.
things.
See,
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, right.
Nigga, soil rule you.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I might have y'all beat.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
yeah.
What I'm saying, guy.
When you started off.
Yeah, when you started.
When you think you had it?
Young dog.
Hey,
Young buck.
hey, early. Early.
How old
Hey,
you?
I was a kid having a kid, man. I was 15 years old, and I found out I had a kid on the way.
Man.
So at 16, I remember my dad telling me like, hey man, listen, your whole social life, you hanging out with your friends and doing this and that, it's over. Go get a job. He said, go get a job, man.
That real, man.
So man, I ain't gonna lie, I'll never forget, man. At the time, I had a cousin of mine that was dating somebody by the name, he went by Brent, and he actually was a manager at a Domino's, and that was my first job. You were supposed to be 16 to start working there, I believe.
Right. He got you in there earlier.
And I actually got in early. He like kind of lied on the application, put me in early. And the crazy thing about it, or how would you have it? I might have the age wrong, but you had to be a certain age to get
Yeah, I was
working
just gonna say, my nigga.
But-
Domino's my first job too, nigga, and I was 15.
Yeah, it was like 6. No, I think it was
So you
16.
had,
But anyways,
that was your first job. You had that was your first job.
That was my first
I had
job.
Wendy's was my first job. What was your first job?
My first job.
It's off the record. We can't.
I'm at Hillfit.
This one don't have a background.
All right, my first job. I was about 9 years old, and I was picking up trash in Evergreen Regencies in Flint, Michigan. I was picking up trash, and the guy he let me try to use a weed whacker at around 9 years old, and I was weed whacking grass in a sub in a you know what I'm saying, in a goddamn what you call it, in the projects.
Yeah.
Right.
And I was weed whacking 9 years old.
9 years old, bro.
Okay.
You got everybody beat right there. Now you got everybody beat.
Picking up trash. And I used to bring home 2 loaves of bread and about 4 or 5 cakes. And that's about it, dude.
Yeah.
I used to do that.
That's another take care of your family right there.
You know?
What was your first
I used to
job?
do that.
Yeah, my first job when I was in high school, there was a Hardee's across the street.
Yo, Hardee's
And
had shakes.
I worked there. But I got fired on the day off too.
Yo, hell no. Craig,
How, bro?
Craig, how you get fired on your own?
I was
You
driving.
gotta be the stupidest man.
You get fired on your damn day
No,
off.
I mean, we know you ain't because you marked the tech.
No.
I marked the tech. Get fired on the day off.
Like the tech, got it.
But I just went there. They hired a bunch of kids, and they want to see who could work out.
Right.
But I was just, it was my first job. It was more of a simple job, washing the dishes.
Right.
Like I don't know,
You
it was like we don't need you.
Damn.
I don't really like. We don't need you.
That's a good job.
Yeah.
That's a good job, for real, bro.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. So anyway, that was my first job.
Tell him, look at me now.
Man, fuck
Yeah.
you, man. Look at him.
Nah,
Look at him. His hat to the back.
self-employed, So.
Man.
I mean, I think we all
Now look
Hey,
at
hey,
him, like these
Look at him to the back.
with jobs and stuff.
Hey, that's right.
Yeah, you live in a different lifestyle.
You know what they say when you head to the back?
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Hey,
Cool kid.
I don't know where I'm going with it, but you know what?
Hey.
Okay, cool kid.
What's up, man? Oh,
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my first job, guys.
yo, but you did your thing.
You got
Yo,
that right.
I mean, I
All
think
right.
about y'all at Wendy's, man. I had to quit that place. I working too damn many hours when I'm 16 years old.
Yeah.
I'm doing like 38 hours. I'm supposed to be in school.
That's how they work your ass though. As
Yeah,
a teenager though, they work shit out your ass and make sure you be like right up under the minimum of 40 hours.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
They gonna get that work out your ass.
Check this out.
They know you're young, you're ready, you got all this energy.
Yeah, they gonna use that.
Why you
Young
tired?
and ready.
Why are you tired? You're young.
Young and
You
ready.
ever hear that shit?
You got that old person, they got that hard.
You ain't I'm gonna go 110% every day in this bitch.
Yo, bust-
Ain't no way. I'm gonna give it 110% every motherfucking day. How the hell?
Nah, when that shit get
I
I get tired.
I get
My feet hurt too, bitch.
I give it 98.
You get 98%?
I give him 98 and 110 on Friday.
I'm getting
There we go.
Oh, Friday, you try to go home early.
Yeah.
110.
On Friday.
I'm
Shit,
getting.
Friday, you know you about to leave.
You about to leave early?
Oh, you ready on Friday?
Ready, go.
I was in that, man, before I walked in that bit, I was doing jumping jacks.
Yeah.
Man,
Get the blood flowing a little
10,
bit.
10 jumping jacks.
oh, y'all niggas different. Cause I'm gonna get it at 50. All week.
So you ain't never go to job 100%?
Yeah,
Fuck no.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about as a teenager?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But you know, older you start to realize.
Yeah.
Oh no, you know what? Actually, even as a teenager, nigga, my first job at Domino's, I want to say I gave them 75%. You know what I'm saying? And that was me as a boy. I did not understand and appreciate the fact that I was working and I had a job and I was making my own money. I was happy that I got my first check. I got my first check, and they had the big forehead bills that came out. The bills had big forehead.
Goddamn
They had the big forehead bills.
Hey, you was rich as a bitch.
Nigga, I had 2 of them nigga at one time.
$20
Man, nigga, I had 2 big face 400s. No, nigga.
Big face 20.
Hundreds,
That's
nigga. I
right.
had 200s.
Big face 100?
Yeah.
Oh,
I had my first check was like 2,000. They gave me
First check was
they gave me two big faces.
but hey,
2 big faces.
I got something to say, man. I think everybody should talk about what happened on their first fight.
Oh my
The
god.
first fight you ever had in your entire
Now, I ain't gonna lie, my
the
first
first,
fight.
the number one.
My,
Oh,
my,
No,
yeah,
no,
I
the best
didn't forget
one.
that.
You gonna talk about the best one and not.
Wait,
and not
time out.
The best fight you ever had.
Wait,
The best one.
'cause
And
me-
you know you motherfucking won,
So-
and that's your motherfucking best fight.
Oh, so we gonna talk about the best fight or the first fight?
The best
Cause
one.
my nigga, I don't really want to talk about one of them.
No,
I don't want to talk
everybody
about
gets
first
to
fight.
talk about, you know.
I talk about best fight.
Everybody gets to talk about different fights and this and that and this and that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And,
Right.
and everywhere. But
Baby.
what we're gonna talk about is the best fight
Baby,
Best
you
fight.
ever had.
it's supposed to be.
Be quiet. It's time for the best fight. Put that in the show.
Well,
let's go.
Well, that'll be the blooper. I got you. I'll put that.
That'll be the, okay.
Hi,
That's
Oh, okay.
Well,
Damn, that's fucked up. We see we gotta keep it rolling, man.
You gotta keep it rolling.
you a motherfucker, Dre.
Because we want to keep it fucking rolling.
All right.
You gotta tell you how you get in the bed.
Yeah, okay.
What you become a man.
All right.
Fighting does get you.
But listen, you know,
Because you gotta fight to get there. But you gotta fight scores.
Hey, you win some and you lose some. I ain't gonna lie to you now.
Hey, but you win, you're fighting another day.
You better believe. If you gonna win, you automatically gonna go to the next day because you won.
You got that right.
So you can fight to fight to the next day.
To try to go to the next
If
day,
you win, you automatically going to the next day.
you got damn right. And you ain't gotta shoot nobody or nothing.
Nah, you got these
You'll be
things.
alright. And if you fight, if your hands win, they fucking win. But it's a lot of motherfuckers out here that's crazy.
Fighting for your
That
life.
that'd rather have a gun. You know what I'm saying? They'd rather have a gun than to really, you know what I'm saying, be out here protecting your
But see, that's
family with
what
your
you're
hands.
basically
So
saying.
you gotta
Being a man is fighting with your hands.
Yeah.
Not fighting with your
and
gun.
not have a
You know
gun.
what I'm saying?
Okay.
I think
I
that's
understand
what it
it's
is.
self-defense.
Wait a minute.
It's
No,
self-defense,
but I
understand.
think it's a lack.
You need a gun for protection.
Nah, excuse me.
I think it's
being
a
a man
lack.
is protecting your family. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
And protecting your
At
family.
the house.
Sometimes it don't be at your house. Shit.
Yo,
I was doing some shit.
look, but you gotta think about, you know what I'm saying?
No, I'm saying,
Imagine
Not even
introducing,
just your kids.
but like if you introducing your kids to guns at a young age.
Not
this
even
and that,
just
this
your
and that, this and that.
kids, my nigga. Like, this is my family. You know what I'm saying? It's been occasions where me and brother, you know what I'm saying, been in some shit to where we done been in some shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And we gotta protect ourselves.
Bro.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And at the time, man, we ain't had no weapon. We used these, but these guys had weapons. We still using these.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just,
But the thing is, I'm coming from, I guess I'm, you know what I'm saying, I'm a father in my life. I'm not finna probably be in the same situations that you sons of motherfuckers are being. I'll probably be in my own situation where I'm walking with my kids in Disney World. And
hold on, wait.
some crazy
Which is
motherfuckers
Disney
come
World,
out.
hot damn.
Yeah, in Disney World, I'm walking down the street in Disney World with 3 kids, and some motherfucker get to talking shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna pull out no gun and bust a cap in his ass. I think I'm gonna punch him in his shit. If he say something a little too deep, too deep.
but you gonna punch him first, you gonna talk about it.
Fuck that.
So you ain't talking about it.
So no conversation.
Depends on
first.
what he say.
No dialogue.
If he say something too deep, if you walk up to my kid and be like, "Fuck you, little kid,"
Or like some racial shit.
or some racial,
Oh, yeah,
fuck
it's
you,
going
you
to that.
little
You got to.
fucking dusty bitch.
Oh,
If he say something like that,
Whoa.
You gotta stop.
See,
hands down, hands down.
First of all,
You're bold.
what
You
did
say
this
that.
do to get called out of this?
That's the thing. You walking while black.
We need to ask questions.
Ain't no damn questions
What
because
was-
it's happening today.
I know, I understand, but okay, now you said this to my child, and I just want to know what was the reason.
Yeah.
As a father and as a man, I want to
Your
know because
ass-
at this point I'm 32. I'm 32 today. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm 32.
You're a grown man.
Now if I was 22,
Yeah.
nigga, fuck conversation. I pop my mic. I don't know what I might. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I got on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying about my baby, bro. Don't play with me, bro. About my dick, because my dick was there. You know what I'm saying? At the time,
I mean, right there,
because I had my
my
dick.
wife and everybody.
Yeah, but like I said, but
and I
I'm
gotta
32.
keep your ass, bitch.
No, but I'm 32 now. I'm not just finna put my hands on you because I know it's legalities and you know what I'm saying, consequences behind things. Now I know what I'm saying I was and you know what I'm saying 22, but now me is my boss stage. You feel me? I'm on some boss shit, my nigga. So my thing is, why did you talk about shit like that? I just want to know. Yeah. And I might not do nothing to you right now today. And you might just get away today. But
I'm bullshitting, you know what I'm
You know what I'm
saying?
saying?
As a grown man, man.
Yeah,
You can't be
straight
out
up.
here kicking the ass.
You can't be out here just kicking ass
And
and
fucking
shit.
going
Because you got to be here for your kids.
You gotta be
Because
back.
if you get locked up, then guess what?
But
Your
that,
kids are
what y'all
falling.
basically going on is that man up mentality.
Yeah.
Because you had to man up to get to that
So that's
mentality.
the thing. You gotta be able to tuck your fucking manhood inside of you and be able to stand up and be like, okay, so do I gotta talk this shit out, Or, you know what I'm saying, do my kids have to see me take it to a level that I don't want to bring it to?
For the children, you know what I'm saying?
Because that's everybody around you and people around you too. So it's how you handle yourself too in public. Man. That's how it gets.
That's real.
But you know, it can get wild at any second, you know, but it's just who has the upper hand with their inside, you know.
That's real. That's the realest thing about it.
Yeah.
That's all that is.
Which is good.
We talking shit. It can get deep and fucking funny as fuck. But, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, hey, real shit get real. You can go to jail at any minute.
No.
Yeah.
Any minute. Yo, that's what, okay, now look. Like I said, being a boy mentality, 25 years old. Before 25, I was drinking and driving all the time. I don't know whether y'all ever done that, but I drink and drive a lot. For years. And then I had that one day. I drink too damn much at the club.
That a bit.
And I got in the car. You ever sat in the damn car, and as soon as you sit down, you already know you're drunk. You know what I'm saying? You already, as soon as you said it was good when you were standing up. The moment you sat down, every time you leveled up to your head, I'm like, yo, I know I'm effed up.
Yeah.
And I'm about less than a mile from my house when the cops pulled me over and cracked that motherfucking window and asked me if he could see my eyes. And I'm like, nah, sir, I'm good. He said, nah, you need to roll down your window, sir. I rolled my windows down. He's like, yo, I saw you weaving a little bit. I said, nah, not me, man. I'm about to try to get home. I said, I gotta take a piss. I'm gonna eat. He looked at my little light in the car. He said, gas light on E. I'm just trying to make it home, officer. He said, well, you been drinking tonight? I said, no, not really. He said, if you lie to me, it's gonna make it worse. You know what I'm saying? I had 2 beers. He said, all right, 2 beers, you sure? I said, yeah. Took me out the car, made me take all kind of damn tests. I passed every test except for the last one. And that was, counting from 1,030 down to 1,000 while spinning your foot in a circle while holding your hand right here, one hand on your nose. What the fuck you talking about? He said, you said 1,013 3 times. Exact moment, man. After that, police over really doing all those tests. They put me in the back of the car with 2 other people. There was 2 white boys in the car. I'm in the car all damn sad. I was in handcuffs. My damn, I've been handcuffed. But I've been going to jail. You know what I mean? So I'm like this. These white boys, one white boy jumped over a fence, pissed in somebody's yard. Another one got in a fight with an officer. He's kicking the back of the cop car. So they pulled him out the car, relocked his legs, started to the back of it. I'm like, yo, I'm going to jail for real. My mom said, listen, be out there. I get to the freaking police precinct. He said, you get to make 1 phone call. I said, 1 phone call, but at the same time, I don't have no numbers memorized. I said, can I use my phone? No, you can't use your phone. So I said, I'm like, yo, I love you. I knew one girl's phone number. She had a number. She catch my brother. My brother called my mom. That's my mom called me. What your ass doing in jail? I said, I was drinking much. Shut the heck up. $5 get your ass out? And I went in there on a Friday, so you know I wasn't going to get out till Monday. And I'm like, hot damn. I went there motherfucking cold and shake it up. Motherfucking AC.
Yeah.
Long ass story. So I was pissed in that fall, but then about $5,000 later with the lawyers and pre-trial and rape. At one point, what I'm trying to get to, I thought I was a man. Because I had my own place, because I could drive, because I could go to the club. But I realized I didn't have the man mindset yet. I didn't realize I was being irresponsible. Okay. That's what I'm trying to get to. So what do you have for that, Bob? Anything with that?
Any DUIs for you, Mark?
No, basically no DUIs with me, but I mean I've been in situations where I had to, kind of spend the night, it wasn't a good situation.
Right.
It was my first time, but you definitely learned a lot, and you just kind of.
You really try to go back.
Yeah, exactly. You kind of learn to appreciate a lot of things in life, and just it gives you a different perspective when
I got a story myself. One time in the middle of Flint, when it was a team dance. We had all 5 of my partners, all of them. My brother was in. Hanging out, going ham after the club. After the team dance, basically, we just felt like
a teeny bop.
So basically, it was 8. It was 13, basically, all the way to 18.
Right.
13.
You in the middle of the.
Well, yeah, you
In the it's about 300 kids.
Hanging and banging.
You said 13 to 18?
Yeah, 13 to 18 to 19. In the club. Mom and my daddy went.
13 to 19?
13 to 19.
In the same club?
In the same motherfucker.
Yo, that shouldn't be legal.
That's legal?
That was when Cisco the Throne song came out.
Hell no.
Shit.
13 years old girl.
Nigga go there busting the glow sticks and shit, putting it on they motherfuckers. Nigga, it was live.
No,
They let that motherfucker out. Everybody in the middle of the street. Walking down the motherfucking street. We going wild.
Whoever hosted that shit should be thrown in jail.
That nigga shit was fucking wild.
13 to 19.
That's a wild shit I ever seen. But no, every motherfucking Friday and Saturday, every day. Every Friday, every weekend. That's where everybody was.
Yo, that was a hard
in
day.
the neighborhood.
But
6
Thursday
to
night,
7 neighborhoods.
Lord,
6
you
to
said how
7
they
neighborhoods to be in that same little club.
We couldn't say like 17 to
Swaying
20.
and shit, dancing, having dance battles in that bitch.
Dude, how they was doing?
That bitch.
Oh.
Having fucking dance battles. And the bitch was shit. But no, but you know what I'm saying? I got a little bit too deep. But, you know what I'm saying? Long story, motherfucking short, dude.
Hey,
Look,
Hey, yeah,
hey.
but check this out. Long
we
story.
was doing.
We ended up going to one neighborhood,
Right.
jumped in one car.
Hey.
My brother turned that bitch on. We rolled. So we rolled.
So y'all stole the car?
We stole the fucking car.
After the dance.
After the dance, we got deep. We got motherfucking deep. We stole
I didn't
the car.
dance, I didn't take a car.
I ain't gonna motherfucking lie. We drove that motherfucker to another neighborhood. Jumped out that motherfucker. Set it on fire.
Just
Went to another neighborhood. I ain't gonna
No
lie.
reason.
Went to another neighborhood for no goddamn reason. He is bullshit. Went to another neighborhood.
Y'all get arrested, huh?
Went to another neighborhood. Got in the motherfucking whip in the southern vision. So we in that bitch and we got that motherfucker ready. My brother like, we finna turn that bitch on. I remember it's like a 9-day. Grabbed the Bible and threw that bitch out the window. I remember that shit.
Oh.
As they was turning that bitch on, 5 fucking cop cars pull up, jump in that bitch over the fucking grass, over the curb, everything. They fucking hitting that bitch. Boom! With that shit. My brother said on count of 3, we gonna jump out this bitch. 1, 2, 3, everybody hit. Fucking doors! All fucking doors flew open. We jumped that bitch. Everybody run, jumped the fucking fence. My fucking glove got stuck on the top of the fence.
Oh, shit.
And my fucking the fence went inside my motherfucking head. I fell in the snow. Poof. Everybody running. I ran, I seen the car, I slid under that bitch. So I'm underneath the car, hearing everybody going past that motherfucker. All right, sir, you got me.
Wow.
I waited still. I was still in that bitch for like 30 minutes, dude. After I heard everything clear out, I got from my that bitch started running. I started walking down the fucking street and up the road. And they never fucking called me. That day. That's a fucking story for your ass. And I was about 11 years old, dude.
That's crazy.
Oh, that's that
I was about 11 years old.
Boy, y'all didn't.
And my brother's 16, they pop was about 18, 19, up in there. I'm with them. I got a whole fucking crowbar in my fucking jacket.
Yeah.
At 11 years old.
Nigga, your life story should be on San and
I
Jerry.
told you that.
No, but it was like, Flint is different, dude. Flint is different. It's not what y'all thinking. Y'all thinking like, oh, you can go up the street, it's a McDonald's, you can go up there and make this a fucking Wendy's up the road. None of that shit.
That ain't what I'm thinking.
It's none of that shit. It's like, nigga, you can hang out in the motherfucking car and fucking go wild, fucking stick your tongue out and shit like a Joker type of deal. Hey, and shooting motherfuckers' houses and nobody gonna do that because nobody live there. The house burnt up.
Abandoned.
Abandoned.
What got going on with it?
It's fucking wild in Flint, man.
That's
It's
wild.
fucking wild, and you gotta wrap your fucking mind around that shit because it's fucking true.
Damn.
That's a different lifestyle, man.
That's fucking true. It is a true story, and my family is still there right now.
God bless you.
Y'all act like it's fucking a game or some shit, but it's really.
I had to back up to the window because I had fire.
You fucking right. That's good, man.
We can add that part out.
Yeah, I'm gonna add that
Keep that shit in there, man.
I'm
Man, and on that note, I gotta like this. I
Like
like
that,
that
bro.
shit.
My
What the
bad.
fuck have you been
I'm
through,
trying to be
Kevin?
respectful.
Give me your fucking story. Give me your best
They got a
one.
story. I know they got a story.
Give me your best one, dude.
Bro, light him up, bro.
Your
Light up first. They do it.
This
Yeah,
shit
I'm
got
fucking best one. And chop mine in half if you need to.
I need a thinking stick for this one. We call this a thinking stick.
Nah, go.
These are stories of life that you just go through different life experiences
Yeah,
that help you build or become the person that you are today.
you goddamn right.
It is. It does.
As a man, you remember it.
Hell yeah.
But
Remember that
my first like life experience I went through that I had to really sit there and think about, get deep into it was I was 18 years old, man.
Wow.
And I got my first car. And I picked up 2 of my good friends.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
We was hanging out.
I don't know.
Unfortunately, at that time, I don't know where he was at the
I
time.
don't think it was all fucking with me.
But long story short, man, I was 18. I picked him up, and we was on to the hanging out, smoking out, and hot boxing. We was young at the time, and we were burning CDs at the time. We were listening to Bone Thugs and Harmony. And bro, remember, bro,
Burn CDs.
Yeah,
bro, we're burning CDs
Oh
and
my God.
we're making smoking CDs just to vibe to.
Yeah.
You feel
It's like a
me?
whole smoking CD, bro.
So then, that's all we was trying to do, was just chill and have a good time. We was about to call it a night. I got it right here. So, we ended up posting up inside a neighborhood where I thought we was finna be okay at. I was like, bro, this is a vacation home. We're gonna park right here. We're gonna listen to this
Good to
music.
go.
We're gonna burn this one and call it a night.
Alright.
So while we there just hanging out, and we're in the middle of it, 2 cop cars start pulling up. And we sitting in a cul-de-sac.
Cold.
You feel me? So it's just one way in, one way out.
Mm-hmm.
Now I had all my windows down at the moment while we were smoking.
The windows was down?
What type of smoking was those?
That's not a hot box.
No, we let them. We was already done.
Oh,
We
yeah.
literally was like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
roach, and we was just chilling.
Yeah.
We let the windows down. It was done but a roach.
Alright.
Okay.
So y'all was ready to go.
Yeah, we was ready to fucking go. Cop cars was pulling up. My windows were down. This is what I didn't understand, because I thought my boy got rid of the roach. Right? Because the windows was down. So when I seen the cop car, I was like, all right, fuck it. We already smoked everything. It's in the air. We don't got nothing on.
good.
He gonna find shit. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
They pull up as soon as he hops out the car. It's the fucking cop from my high school. So I see him at school every day.
Yeah.
So in my head, I'm like, oh, we good.
It's alright.
He noticed me as soon as he see me. He's like, oh, he called me by my last name. Ooh, Mr. Hervalo.
Oh,
He went just like that. He was like, he said, Mr. Hervalo, you guys fucking reek. Right? But the way he said it, he just ain't say it nice. So I was like, oh, fuck, this is it. You know what I mean?
There you go.
So fast forward, boom. My boy didn't get rid of the fucking roach. All he found, the cop only found a roach, right? So we're all sitting in the back of the cop
Who was
car.
it? Who was your fucking buddy?
This dude, bro, I don't want to say no names.
Alright.
We're gonna not say no names
No
on here.
names.
So I got pissed off because my windows was down. All 3 of us sitting in the cop car. The cop comes to the fucking to the back seat and tells all 3 of us, hey, listen, man, this is what I found. Listen, none of y'all wanted to be honest, and everybody lied. All y'all gotta go to jail. I said, hold on.
Like, hell nah.
And I said, hold on. Yeah. So I was like, hold on, what the fuck? I was like, what did you find? And he was like, I found this. And it was literally like not even, it was done, it was a roach, right?
Yeah.
So he was like, I found this. And I was like, but that's only one. You didn't, I knew at the time, like, bro, you only got 1 roach, you don't got 3 roaches. You got it, you know what I'm saying? You can't put, that's, oh, you know what I'm saying? So boom. He was still saying, no, you guys lied, you gotta go. So anyways, I went to jail, man. That's the first time I went to jail. And I was 18 years old, man. And we went to jail for a fucking roach. All 3 of us, and because nobody wanted to tell the truth. And I was mad at my buddy because I was like, motherfucker, why didn't you throw it out? Like the window was down. If he would have never found that, we would have been in the clear.
For the record, that bitch was saving a roach.
So, no, what I was mad about, this is what I ain't gonna tell y'all. The cop pulled me out first and said, I found this under your seat.
Oh.
So my boy that was sitting behind me threw it under my seat instead of throwing it out the window.
You threw it under your seat.
Under my seat. And he wasn't even, so he didn't own No, I ain't gonna lie. He was going to jail. And my other buddy just got out of jail. So now he's out on bond. He got to stay in there. He can't get no other bond. So me and my boy looked at the other, he was our boy, and we looked at him and said, bro, we told him straight up, we was like, bro, as soon as we get in there, we're kicking your ass.
Hey.
We all going to jail because you're dumb.
But he can't even say nothing about it.
And my boy was mad. My boy's like, bro, I got a fucking court date now. I can't get out.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was my first experience, man. I really had to think sitting there. And bro, it was my first car. It was my car. I had to call a good buddy of mine. I ain't gonna lie. He's he's like family too, man. His name, he goes by Jose, man. But he came and picked up my car. And I told him when he came and picked up my car, I was like, please don't tell my mom, don't tell my sister, don't tell nobody. And he took my Subaru to his house. And I was like, please get me out. Like, I want to be out tomorrow morning. I didn't want to call nobody. I didn't want to go to jail, tell nobody I was in there. I just wanted him to get me out.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, it didn't go as it was planned, and everybody found out I was in there. My parents, everybody was just going crazy, and it was a bad. It was So it got kind of deep. You know what I mean? I was 18 years old, man.
We should be looking for this motherfucker right now.
Wow, man, what's your story, man? Tell this, son. I know you about to say something.
First of all, I want to ask, did y'all get to whoop his ass?
Yeah, did y'all get anybody ever?
I want to know, and I want to know the details
goddamn
when y'all whooping his ass.
Yeah, I want to know the whole
Did y'all get him
Cause
good?
that shit ain't right for a fucking rope.
For a rope.
Swallow that bitch.
First he could ate that.
Yeah, a fucking rope.
And all the windows was
I have never ate a piece of weed.
He could have threw it out.
I have never ate a piece of weed
He
in
could
my
have
life.
threw it out the
But
door.
for a fucking roach, I would have swallowed a little piece of fucking roach.
Swallowed it. That been deep.
What the fuck, dude?
That ain't
Man,
nothing.
fuck you.
That ain't nothing.
Yeah,
That ain't even
Wow,
swallowed.
man.
He in him
First
right.
hell
first time in jail because of rope. But,
That was more crazy than
Nah, we ain't kick his ass because it was so packed.
What?
It was so packed in jail that we were sleeping outside of the dorm, outside, like you feel me?
wow.
So they split everybody up into sections. There was like, you feel me? They split everybody up.
It's a different corridor.
Yeah, man. So
I think I would have passed that one down. That motherfucker right
I
there.
got it.
That motherfucker right there.
I remember one time seeing my boy in there though. My boy sent me some socks. I had no socks. He sent me some socks. He told me, give my boy some socks, man. He sent me some socks.
The first motherfucker that sent us
Prison respect right there.
He had 2 pairs of socks on. I thought he had one. He was like, man, he went like this. He had another pair on. I said, what? Man, send me that shit.
Yo, I've seen it all now.
I ain't gonna lie.
Don't what?
Number one in my
What's
book.
up? What's up with you, brother?
I did a little bit of everything. I've been a little bit of everyone, and I've shared a little bit of every little violent or unlucky experience as far as being incarcerated. So I do not prefer to give a story on, you know what I'm saying, being incarcerated. But I have several, and since everybody else
Because I got out of there.
got one,
No, that was my first
you
one.
feel me?
You know,
That's
that's when it first made me
but
realize.
yeah, but everybody else, you know, he got people. You did some big shit. He did some big shit. The tech got
done
pulled
done some
over.
crazy.
He got pulled over, I guess.
As
And,
it is.
you know what I'm saying?
So
Everybody did
what
something.
jail experience made you not want to go back to jail?
If I had to say what experience made me not want to go back to jail, shit, that last motherfucking experience was was like,
What is it on?
like, you know,
Motherfucking recent.
was the most recent was that shit just made me, you know, the biggest thing was I had a lot, you know what I'm saying? I had a lot going. So what had happened was I was on my way to see my son.
Oh,
Damn.
And it was his birthday. It was the day after his birthday on Cinco de Mayo.
hey, my birthday.
So it was the day after his birthday. So his birthday is May 4th. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, you know what I'm saying, going to see him. And I was shooting from Orlando. You know what I'm saying? Me and my baby. You know what I'm saying? We was pushing. You know what I'm saying? Her new, you know what I'm saying, car and shit. So you know that bitch fast. And I'm driving in. I'm just telling myself, fuck everybody in line, fuck everybody in traffic, fuck everybody that's gonna make it.
It's your son's birthday.
It's I want to see my son. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I want to see my son.
and then, you know what I'm saying? And then it was Cinco de Mayo, so I was drinking. I was drinking, you feel me, a little bit. I was drinking a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I was drinking a little bit, not like too much, but I was drinking enough to feel angry about the situation to drive fast.
Yeah.
So I was angry. I was drunk. I had drunk enough to drive fast as shit.
I got it.
You feel me? That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I wasn't fucking drunk. You feel me? I was not drunk, but I was drinking enough to pass bitches.
To be alright.
And that's why I ended up going to jail. So I ended up passing like 3 fucking cars. Car got behind me, right?
Yeah.
And first thing came to fucking mind was, boom. But my girl, man, she got her fucking, you know, she got her jit in the car.
Yeah.
Man, it just, you know what I'm saying, everything, I just hit
Her
me.
jit would be a son
Me as,
or a kid.
yeah, man, me as, you know, me as a man, you feel me, like, boom. You feel me, I put myself in a fucked up situation, put her in a fucked up situation.
Right.
And now I'm just trying to fucking think. So, he got his lights on and shit, and I just kept fucking driving.
Why the fuck did you fucking keep driving?
Because I needed to eat the weed I had in the car.
Ah, bitch.
So I had
Oh, wait.
Wait a
Was it
minute.
a lot of weed? or a little bit of weed?
So
Don't say too much.
So I thought it was a little bit of weed. So,
You
cause
thought it was a little bit of weed?
Yeah, because I had four baggies already.
Don't say two. Don't say that.
You gotta say it.
Say a little bit of a lot of it.
It was a couple baggies. So
Don't say baggies. Don't say
it was a couple.
But say a little
G's.
bit of a lot.
It was a couple fucking. It was a little bit.
All right.
Anyway, I ended up down like most of the shit, right?
Okay.
Then I forgot. I just got a lot of it.
Oh,
And it's under my seat. So I was like, shit.
all right. Well.
Now anyway, I'm in the fucked up situation.
Why the
Fuck! I took the police on a low speed chase.
On a low. Oh.
I'm on
that's
the slow.
fucking great.
Lowest speed
That
chase.
sound great.
He's not dangerous.
No, yeah, because I don't want to endanger anybody else's life. And I had to be responsible for other people. You feel me? So I didn't want to drive fast. At this point. Now it's time to dodge
This brings me to one of my stories. Carry on.
See, so anyway, I've been like 3-4 blocks.
Yeah.
You know, just thinking about what the fuck I'm doing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna get into detail. Anyway, I ended up going to jail.
Oh.
Okay.
And
well, that's good.
and-
As long as nobody, the kids ain't going to jail.
No, that's what I'm trying to say, bro. Like a lot just had happened.
As long as the
And
kids ain't go to jail.
the kid, he had
the kids ain't go to jail,
experience.
the woman ain't go to jail.
Yeah, my
we
stepson,
all right.
my stepson
We
had
all
experienced
right.
something
Everybody
that
calm.
he had experienced something that, you feel me, he never experienced. My girlfriend had experienced shit she never
Yeah.
experienced. And me as a man, it fucking
You
just
did.
tarnished. I feel
Yeah.
like it tarnished my image
You fucking
to
did.
them, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like of what they look at me as, you feel me? Like they knew I've been to jail before, you
So,
feel me?
but
damn, nigga, that shit's happening in real life, real time.
Well, what you
You
learn
know what
from
I'm
it?
saying?
What you learn from
You
it?
feel me? At the end of the day, I just told myself,
Yeah.
man,
You never
listen,
roll with that
as a
bitch
man, you
again.
feel me? I would never, you feel me? I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck, you feel me?
can't
I would
never roll
never put
with that
myself,
bitch with your
I put
kids,
them in a
man.
situation like that again, you
Yeah.
feel me? As long as I live, you feel me? It just was the most uncomfortable experience. And then her, you feel me? You know, holding me down and shit, you feel me? By herself out here. She never had to do no shit like that. It just, it's rough, bro. It's rough. And it's a learning experience, you know what I'm saying? As a
So-
man.
Damn. So with all these crazy stories you're hearing right now that
She
you
could have went left.
been through those stories,
Right.
what did it take for you to, what steps did you have to take to become a man? For me, you know, being with my lovely wife, I had to work hard. She always told me, level up. She didn't accept me, because when she met me, I was still just a cashier. But I had management potential. You get that? So they was like, shit, you
Cashier where?
I can't see.
Okay.
Cashier slash cook slash all that other stuff. I had potential to be a manager. She's like, you better get that position. So I got a position. Once I got a position, I felt it. Everywhere I go now, man. You should write that down.
You was a cashier at KFC?
Hell yeah,
He was a fucking
cashier,
man.
cook,
He was a
everything.
fucking
What
man.
year, when?
11 years at KFC, but I did 1 year
That
in Hays City.
fucking
You remember Hays City?
That
Oh, you was that when you was
Yeah.
there?
Hays City, you
You
remember
know
that?
what? I'm fucking tripping, bro.
You remember that?
My name is a cashier,
I
bro.
was a cashier, cook, I was a manager.
I'm from South.
I was a manager.
Big dog.
I was a big dog there.
Yeah, you know. When I said a big dog.
Years before, my mother,
You know no peon.
it was like 10 years ago.
But everybody was fucking
Everybody.
That nigga peon.
I know you going
You know what I'm
home.
saying?
I
I'm trying to
remember I was
see
making
that.
so
So-
in chicken too.
That's what I'm saying. So something had to push me.
That big on out.
Something had to push me to get to the point where I was like, yo, I can't be that same guy doing the same thing, doing the same job, going to the same club, partying
It
all
was
the
your
time,
woman.
drinking all the time.
Your
My
woman
woman. So honestly, that molded me into understanding that, yeah, I thought I was a man because of the things I was able to pay for and do, but I mentally wasn't there yet. I didn't realize, well, I had to transition to the point where I'm providing for my family. I'm taking care of responsibility. I'm at the same time being a role model for others.
Right.
Because at the same time, people are looking at you every single day. When you look at everybody at this table, there's somebody looking up to you. So they see what you're doing. So if you leave on the wrong example, you don't know what teenager, what girl, what grown person is going to follow your steps. So that's how my mentality always became. I had to realize that Preacher Parker representing a whole different level. I'm with everybody, I'm cool with everybody, but at the same time, I'm developing people's mindsets that I don't believe a person can't be great.
Hey, that's some real shit.
So when I believe that, I also got to be in that same position.
So
I can't be
You
great.
gotta hold yourself to a standard for the people
Exactly.
that's around you.
You always gotta be a role model.
Because they looking.
Yeah, they
They
definitely always
They
looking.
looking at you to see if, you know what I'm saying, if all the stuff that you're saying is real.
Right.
You know? You can't believe in something that's not fucking real and that shit ain't right if you let them lie to somebody.
Right. But I ain't gonna lie though, like I know you know what I'm talking about some real shit. and everybody somehow became man, this and that, and how we old and shit now. But back when I was young, I was hanging the fuck out there. I don't know about anybody else, but I was hanging the fuck out there.
Right.
I was partying and like real deal, like doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody.
From the maturity level.
We ain't a week.
How old? Like, how long you did that for? Like,
Man, listen. Shit, I'm still kind of like, I'm a man and I'm mature about everything now. You know? I try to be more mature about the situation now than I was then.
Yeah.
That is what makes me a man now. Because back then, I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Now, I give a fuck. Or two, because I have 2 kids. Or 3, because I got my son.
Everybody just trying to do right.
That's
Right.
question.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Because I gotta get to my man Mark. Now you was a young person raising 2 kids that wasn't your own at the same time. Now did you feel at that point you was a man, or did you feel like you still was transitioning to become what you are right now?
Still stepdad.
Yeah, it was a step dad. So I mean, I felt like it was more like you gotta step up to the plate now. Like you're not a man just because you got 2 kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like it's the actions that follow that. Like, what are you gonna do to provide? Like what are you gonna do to kind of bring to the table? So that's when I felt like, hey, I gotta prove myself. So I just went all in and took multiple jobs. If I didn't have a car, I took my bike. I just figured out a way to make it work.
Hustling. Full day hustling.
Yeah, because I left my mom's and I wasn't planning on coming back. I had to prove myself.
I like that line. Say that again, man.
Yeah.
You ain't coming back home to your mom's house.
There we go.
Yeah, so,
I had to go back to my mom's house for a year. That hurt.
Yeah.
That hurt. To me, it hurt.
Everything happens. Everyone's got their own pace.
Yeah, but it's different places. Like
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
You feel me? Like it's levels to this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody ain't so blessed. You know what I'm saying? Not to have to go back. Shit, I've been back to my mom's house.
Yeah.
You feel me? But when the last time I did go back, and I did go back, I ain't had to go back. You feel me? But I left early too. Like you know what I'm saying? I left early as shit. You feel me? Like I think I was the only person in high school in the 12th grade where everybody else was going home, riding bus home to their fucking mama. I'm riding home with my girl, you know what I'm saying? Me and my baby, you know what I mean? My baby, we had a spot. So after school, like we would talk shit at school and be like, nigga, wait till we get home. You know what I'm saying? Like just wait till we get to the house.
you're talking trash like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do this now, we finna go home. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we paid rent, you feel me? So it wasn't, everybody, sometimes that was
But you don't realize how grown you was in that moment, man.
I did not.
You didn't realize.
I did not realize how much of manhood I had developed in. I'm talking about. I was on it too. Like, man, listen. I want to make sure everything. This was taken care of. This was taken care of. You know what I'm saying? It just was real. You feel me? So it was just one of those types of. I can say one of those. You know what I'm saying, man? Situations.
Okay.
It's real, bro. Go twist another one.
Oh, yeah, we gonna do that. Shit, I ain't gonna lie, man. I left the house early too, man. So, for some reason, I don't know. I always wanted more out of life, man. You feel me? I never was comfortable. I would go to work, like just from the beginning. It was crazy. I used to go to school, and I was like, man, honestly, I didn't really care about the 1840s and the laws of gravity. I was like, teach me about my credit, teach me about, buying a, property, stuff like that. But I left my house early, man. I was 18 years old, and I moved to Las Vegas. And I had $13 in my pocket.
How old were you again?
18.
In Vegas.
Soon as I graduated, because I got,
18 in Sin City.
See, it was crazy, because I ended up moving to Vegas. I had to come back because I had a warrant out here or whatnot.
Right.
Came back. I got a job at Chili's after I handled the warrant stuff. When I got the job at Chili's, I transferred back to Vegas.
Wow.
2 years later, and I spent my 21st out there, and I actually spent like 2 years and some change in Las Vegas. And I used to, when I moved to Vegas and I transferred to that Chili's, I used to ride my bike an hour and a half to work and an hour and a half back.
The grind, bro, was real.
I used to get to work
The grind was
with a
so
book bag
fucking
on.
real, bro.
Yo, I literally used to get, and that was so fucking
hot.
hot.
That's what made it so bad, bro.
He ended up moving out there.
Bro, that's another thing, bro.
That's another story.
We
gonna get into that.
Yeah, we can definitely connect. You know what I'm saying? Another end.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that story when I brought him out there. But when I first got there before he came, I was literally like, you know, an hour and a half, you know, doing that thing. So 3 hours a day on my bike to get to work. And I didn't have enough money to get on the bus. I would get on the bus, but the security, the dude would kick me off because I didn't have a bus pass. So sometimes I would sneak on and then kick me off. And then I'll stay at the bus stop and be like, fuck it, I'm gonna catch the next bus, get kicked off again, but that's gonna get me further down to my job. And I would do that until I got enough money to buy me a bike.
People don't understand that, man.
The hustle's
What
real.
you gotta do to get to what you gotta get to, you know?
I'm telling you, bro.
But to me at the moment, it was crazy because it was weird. It was like, I was all right with that because I just wanted it. I was hungry. They said when you're hungry, you eat. Boy, I was hungry. I ended up getting a second job at the Polo.
Damn right, this mother.
So when I got the second job at the Polo, I used to leave Chili's, go home, change, eat, and then go to Polo and work that from 11 to like graveyard shift. Get out, go home, sleep, get up, and then go to Chili's restaurant. You know? And I was on it. And I bought a Chevy El Camino when I was out.
I'm gonna be honest, raise your hands. How many guys on this table work 2 jobs at the same time? Look at that, John, man. That's a man, you ain't never work 2 jobs at the same time. Your ass ain't-
Wait. 2 jobs and a hustle.
Alright. Give me 2 jobs, hustle.
And a side hustle.
So you got your. I was doing the warehouse and working at Pizza Hut or whatever, Pizza Domino's, whatever you want to call it. The same thing as all of us guys. You know what I'm saying? We connected. Piece of game.
Piece of game.
And
Lock,
you know
stop,
what I'm saying?
pepperoni.
I was selling a quarter or 2. I sold a quarter or 2. You know what I'm saying? Along my journey, what I was doing.
So you know,
You know, so I deliver a pizza and deliver a pizza.
I'm going to deliver pizza and deliver pizza. I'm going to say here deliver pizza and deliver pizza at the same time.
Hey, 555.
What you
Me and my pocket.
555, yeah, be like domino, B. 555, B.
And I was making it happen at 18.
Make it happen.
At 18, solo.
You better believe it.
Hey, but that right there got you, you know.
It was my grind and my hustle that kept me going. I kept going, I kept doing it. And
But you was doing it because you know, you got, at the end of the day, you know, you had a reason to do it.
Yeah, bro.
yeah, just to keep moving, just to be strong.
I'm telling you.
Just to be strong. It's just something you gotta do. As a man, you just gotta be. You gotta work. You gotta push. You gotta keep going.
That's what I'm saying. When I was going to SEC out there in Sanford, I was doing that, working at KFC out there in Redbug, out there in the Pocket area, close up out there. And then I was working at Target in Oviedo. So back and forth, trying to do 2 different jobs, 2 different cities, just to get to work. Target overnight, KFC during the day.
You ain't fucking KFC up.
No, I was killing KFC. But you know, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't know how long everybody worked their job. But this is what I know I was pissed off in life. I worked at KFC for 11 years, right? Well, 10 years before I had to go to the other KFC in Haines City. Worked there for 10 years. At the last year, I started studying at the register. I got,
I got another story.
Hey, I got one on that too.
I was doing what I had to pay for. All my money was going to Boardville, whatever it took. So,
You did.
now, wait. I was a manager. I was a manager at the time.
Just cut the nigga check.
I don't know if you can say this.
No, I can say it. Right? So then,
And this shit better go on blue.
they don't know what's going on.
This gotta go on uncensored version, boy.
Yeah.
All right.
Shit,
You gotta pay for
You made the crime and shit, bro.
They fired because I wanted to
Yeah, they
KFC.
fired you, so that's fair.
So I can tell the story.
Oh, they fired
Yeah,
you.
they fired me.
Okay, shit, he got caught, y'all.
Yup, he got
Can't get out this shit, bitch. Fuck yeah. Can't get up. He got caught.
I walked to KFC. Everybody's all quiet. I'm like, damn, it's quiet as hell. What's up, everybody?
Oh, he been fired.
Everybody looking at different ways.
Oh, that day.
And then
Everybody look
I
what
mean, one of the bad shit. Yeah, no, Javon, the store, what you call it, the area coach. She wants to talk to you out in the lobby. I said, lobby?
in the lobby,
What you
easy.
talking about? I'm thinking, who?
Oh, not they ain't take it to the back.
Yo, no, out in the lobby.
Oh, they want to make sure get to
Everybody's looking, they can see
that.
me in the corner over there.
After this conversation, you need to leave.
I walk
sweat.
my happy ass down there, you know, all like, I'm like, yeah, I'm doing my thing. I sit down the corner with her, and she has her paperwork, you know, we caught you on camera stealing the register. I was like, ooh, hi. See, like, now we can do this 2 days with this. You can fill out this paper and say that you're leaving KFC for good, and I can help you because I like you. It gives you a reference to 7-Eleven or wherever you want to work.
Okay.
Or we can call the authorities and take it to that level. I was like, oh, you just fine me. Yeah, I ain't gonna argue about this. As I'm filling out the paper, I'm writing down 34, 11 years of my hard work, and I appreciate Karen. So she looked at the paper, she said, 11 years?
11 fucking
Why you didn't tell me? I would have gave you the money. You feel what I'm saying? And you was 1 week for promotion. About to move over to assistant manager. Well, I made $1,572.
So basically, she was telling you that you stupid
That's my old job,
and that you fucked it up.
bro. I went home, my girl can tell you, I went to the door and I would cry about anything, but I had tears about I ain't got no damn job. Damn, I got hot damn rich. She like, no, we don't have to move with my parents. You know, a grown ass man gotta move with somebody else's parents, somebody else, not your own, somebody else's parents. Bro, I would have, you know, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
When you move with somebody else's parents, it's hard for them to respect you as a man. How you go to them? They say, hey, I'm gonna take care of your daughter. You in my house.
But you in my house.
Living in my room.
My daughter's motherfucking bed. You look like some bitch.
If that don't treat your father,
Hey, that happened to me too. I was on my woman's bed. I slept on her bed before. And she was in her mom and her daddy's fucking bed. On the floor. She was on the floor, dude, because of me, right? God damn it, you was there too.
I'll keep real. Real shit. I'll keep real, yeah.
And that was some fucked up shit. And I feel like sometimes I feel like, you know what I'm saying, I came in the house and I fucked this shit up. But, you know, I think to myself and I be like, you know what I'm saying, I tried to be the best person that I could be throughout the time that I was staying with them.
Facts.
You know? Underneath his roof, you know what I'm saying, underneath, you know, Tony's roof. You know what I'm saying? But when she was giving birth with, you know, my son, it gave a little spicy inside the hospital room. I got to touch on that one this time.
Nice.
But, you know what I'm saying, we were sitting down in the room, you know what I'm saying, and it got a little hot because he was like, you know what I'm saying, what the fuck is y'all doing having a kid? You know, and both of y'all cannot support yourself at this fucking time and at this moment. Y'all cannot support yourself, so what the fuck are y'all doing? And my wife is on the bed with her stomach cut half open because of the C-section.
That's a real joke, man.
Or no. She was already going through the preeclampsia. There we go. She was going through preeclampsia and it was getting spicy. And she started crying and the fucking thing started beeping and it got deep and I'm like, oh fuck. So at this moment, I'm like, I care about your damn daughter more than you. Because this shit is not fucking right. This shit is not fucking right that you can do this right now. And I started fucking crying, dude. I couldn't
hold that in.
I couldn't fight. It's no way I couldn't fucking stand up and be like, who the fuck you talking to? Who the fuck you talking? What the fuck would that make me, dude?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
But
No, man. How the fuck could that make you a man if you stand up at a time like this? No. You supposed to, you know what I'm saying, try to figure out some way to make this shit even out. So I started fucking crying, man, and my fucking pride wouldn't let me even talk. I couldn't even talk. I was crying like, you know what I'm saying? I want to do right. Like, I was trying. Hey, I was trying to fucking talk, dude. I was talk. It got deep. But, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the fucking day, but at the end of the fucking day, ain't nobody ain't shit. Everything turned out. We got in the fucking elevator. We going down the elevator and daddy, I call him daddy now, but you know, Tony, he was like, damn man, I don't know how we're gonna do this. Me and you, we keep getting in fights all day. How can we do this?
That's
I was my daughter. And I was like, damn man, I'm sorry. I told her we gave each other a hug and everything.
That's a big ass stuff, man.
And from that day on, we were the tightest ever.
So, Mark, you ever experienced any of that?
Ever, dude. That's my partner. That's my fucking partner. And I hate it. Yeah.
So when you working on 2 jobs?
I was working at Advanced Auto Parts and also at Dunkin' Donuts night shift. So I had to make the donuts at night, sell car parts in the morning.
Yo, that's the thing. You was at Dunkin' Donuts morning.
Yeah, so,
Mark, man.
yeah, that's what I had to do.
I always forgot that shit.
Yeah, and then we used to get me and Jamar used to do like,
Yo, we just did a photo.
every other week.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know.
Why was the beat for that job, man?
Yeah.
I know ball.
Guys should throw them
That hustle, man. That man went 3 or 4 jobs.
I mean, I just made him in the morning, and whatever they did after that, I don't know.
Is it me? Did your ass never brought me a motherfucking donut? That's some bullshit.
I was there for a couple of years, but
You never brought me a fucking donut.
my bad. I'll drive by. I got you.
I ain't gonna lie with shit. I was working at Hardee's in the morning and working at Salem Gyros.
What?
At night
Hold on. Sales was back. How far back is sales?
It's far back. What you mean?
I ain't know sales was that far back.
Far back,
bro.
That's how old you think I am.
You say what?
Bro, you tripping up there too, bro. Tripping, bro. Like, it's not that.
About 10 years.
10 years.
Yeah.
So this shit was going on in 2016, bro? So, yeah, 2016, Salem Gyros was there in Armandale, and I literally used to go from Hardee's in the morning, you feel me, like running the bathroom, do like a little bird bath in the sink, and slide down the road, like it had a little, you know what I'm saying, a motorbike, and I used to, you know what I'm saying, slide down.
Gas in there?
$2. Full tank.
87, 89.
Yeah, you already know. You know what I'm saying? Slide down.
Good gas.
Unleaded. You know what I'm saying? Slide straight to the gyro.
That bitch man.
Yeah, I work night shift. And I work clothes. And I also had a side hustle. You feel me? I was hustling, selling fish.
Get a little money.
And also, I was an amateur MMA fighter.
Hey,
okay,
we're gonna get into that
talk
one.
about that.
So I definitely was on my grind.
What the hell? I ask you a question on topic.
Ain't that a bitch?
What made you want to get into MMA?
Believe it or
Whoop my
not.
ass and take it.
Believe it or not, it was, I got a call. I had already been fighting, you know what I'm saying, on the streets. I was a street fighter, like, no, you know what I'm saying, I was getting some shit. And I was good at fighting. And my boy, he knew that. He knew that I could fight, but he just, you know what I'm saying, always, you know, wanted the best for me. You know what I'm saying? So from when I met this man. So my dog was like,
This guy right here?
hey, yeah, this guy right here. Y'all don't even understand, man. My dog was like, hey, man, I know you can fight, bro. Man, like, bro, like, you can change your fucking life right now, bro. Like, man, in 1 week, nigga, we can call you, we can send you out here with a CM ticket. You can live in Las Vegas, you can start training, start fighting right now. What's up? I was like, first of all,
I gave him that. I called him and told him that.
I was like, first of all,
He called him and he told him that.
nigga, you gonna send me a ticket to Las Vegas. I was like, bro, this shit, you sound retarded. You sound dumb, like, come on, bro. And then I thought about it like, shit, I just got out of prison.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, so, and
Bro, you told me you were sleeping at a church or something.
yeah, bro, like, I had got into it with my family, so you feel me, like,
In a new jacket.
I was homeless, you know what I'm saying, at the time, you feel me, and I ended up getting, you know what I'm saying, flew out, you feel me, it was
What's
bad.
up? So you got to the ring.
So my dog, you know what I'm saying, flew me out, and I was training and doing my thing out there for a little bit, you feel me, so that's what really got me.
Baby, the white camera.
If you can't make it work, you can't make it up with no damn place. Ain't no way you
It's
gonna
crazy because he got to the gym, he got the training. And bro, the trainers around there and the coaches, bro, literally looked at me and my manager. They're like, yo, who's in charge of this guy?
No.
And it was me and my roommate.
Yeah.
And they were like, y'all got fire in your hands. Where this boy
Who's in
from?
charge of this fucking guy?
It was wild.
It was crazy.
You got what's the name? The man that didn't shit. Listen, this fucking guy, bro. His name is Juan
going, man.
This man was a 6-time world kickboxing champion.
Training this motherfucker.
He did not train nobody. He was only training Rudy. He only trained one guy. One man he was training. And that Rudy, the one guy, he introduced him to me one time.
Hey, shout out to Rudy, man.
Shout out to Rudy.
He showed me so much love when I was in Vegas, man. He was the first.
Rudy Morales.
He took me everywhere in Las Vegas.
That was the first fight team I ever was on.
Hey, Instagram is Rudy Ruthless Morales. Who was there? I will never forget that, man.
That man literally showed me so much love. Straight up, for real.
Hey, love you, man, bro.
Yeah, for real. So Rudy ended up, you know what I'm saying, introducing me to Juan.
Yeah.
And from the first time me and Juan met, we clicked, but he was like, you know what? You show up to training too. Tomorrow, this time. And that's it. You know what I'm saying?
The rest is history.
And after that, the rest is history. Now they got a gym in Las Vegas with more than like 30 something. I don't know how many.
Now,
mine when we started off training in the garage, bro.
In the garage.
Today, they have a gym in Las Vegas, bro. Yeah. And it started off with me and Rudy Ryan in that garage. Straight up, bro. So, yeah, the fight game is way deep. It's way deep.
Alright, so about, bro.
I like the
But you know what? At the same time, fellas, we about to wrap up the show, the Preacher Parker Show. You know, open the door. We just talk about random stuff. At the same time, we talk about real ass stories, real situations. So we'll wrap it up with these guys. They're gonna tell you what steps from their own opinion that's gonna take for you to finally transition to be that grown man that you want to be. It's for the men that's out there trying to really do their thing, get on that entrepreneur level, and really level up. Bob, what you gotta say about that, man?
I feel like the main thing is you definitely want to figure out your why. You know, what are you doing this for? You want to, you know, kind of narrow your vision, because if you don't know where you're going, this boat's going to go all over the place. You're not going to, you know, get to where you need to be. So first of all, figure out what you need in life, and then go after it, you know, full throttle.
Straight up. Hey,
So,
you know talk.
And shoot, I just feel like you just gotta know who you are and what position you play at that time in your life. So if you married, you know, and you stay that, and you don't break it. But if you have a girlfriend, you stay that, and you keep that, and that's what it is. But if you out here to play games and everything like that, you keep it at that so you don't hurt anybody.
Straight up. Good.
All right, there you go.
Alright, well, I feel like for you to get to the point where you want to be in life, you're gonna have to become just a little selfish at one point. Just a little selfish.
Okay.
And take care of yourself, you know, priorities, and find, like Mark was saying, you know, your why, and find your hustle. Find your hustle and run with it, man. Run with it, you know what I mean? And definitely something else also take care of your credit, man. Get on your credit stuff. Take care of your credit. Like, that is so big nowadays, man. Nowadays, they even good jobs run your credit nowadays. Like, you know what I mean? So take care of that, I would say, for sure, for sure.
Oh, that's some heavy stuff.
Yeah.
Responsibilities and priorities. Handle your shit. Know the shit you got to handle. You'll be alright. That's it. Everything takes time, everything is a learning experience. Nobody ever get it right the first time. Some people do, actually. So let me not say that. Some people do. Everything is not for you. What's meant for you will happen for you. What's gonna happen is meant to happen, and it is what it is. Handle your responsibility, handle your priorities, you're gonna be good. That's it. You better believe it. You hear me?
Alright, well, guys, I already heard my boy Gerard, Jay Nasty in the building. You heard Cam in the building. You heard Dre. You heard Mark the Tank. Man, it's been a hell of an episode, guys. And at the end of the day, you heard what these guys been through, the stories they've been through, the lifestyle they've been through. And to get to that point in life, to level up, is the most important thing in your life. Transition your life to the right mindset. Because your mindset is the most important thing right now. Everything that runs in this world is based on what your thoughts are. So if you train your thoughts to be properly in place, in a position where you can actually transition to change the world, you can do that. If you want to be that man and level up and become that rich person, you can do that in less than 6 months. It's all about what you have in your head. If you read the right books, listen to the right audio, listen to the right CDs, watch the right shows, you will realize that you have been a long, long time in the wrong place, wasting your life. Don't waste your life right now. There's too many opportunities to grow, so grow with it. Learn from the right people, get the right teachers, learn to the right preachers, and reach out to others. Helping somebody else is going to definitely make you grow into a bigger person. Be the coach, be the role model, be the lifestyle person you want to be, live your best life, become the entrepreneur you should be. And like I always say, I don't believe you can't be successful. Go to school, whatever it takes to be on top, and you will get there. Stay humble, stay blessed, stay woke, and God bless you. Been the Preacher Parker Show. We out.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Yeah, louder. Be a little louder.
Yeah.
I see my pockets keep shutting. And then they keep on pushing, and then we keep on rolling. But if you ever think I'm not gonna keep going, you blowing. Nigga, my money keep going, and it keep flowing. My family getting keep better, and we keep on going. And then my mind keeps sliding, and when it slide, I keep riding. And when I smoke, I be going. And when I smoke, I be going.
Hey, come on, man.
For the time streets, yeah, baby. And I grew up like Brady. And then I came from the baby. Yeah, that 80s the baby. And I became from the mud. And now I'm shoveling mud. And now I came out the dirt. Look, and it all worked. Yeah, I came from that slide. And now I'm up in that whip. And then I slide and I dip. And then I roll in that whip. And yeah, I keep my shit clean. I keep my tires real clean. I keep my house real clean. I keep my family on beam. And then we ride, we mean. No, we mean that's that mug. But when we keep our family going, man, we stay on the bug. And when we praying to God, no, not that alive. We praying to Jesus Christ. That's how I live my life. And then we rolling strong. And if we blowing strong, you best believe we gone. And I'ma bring it home.
Tree on deck. Building.
Why that shit ain't roll? Nigga, just pass the blunt. But if you on the hole, I'ma pull the toe. I'ma go and smoke. Cause I'ma live my life. And every second is right. Fuck you, nigga. We rolling good. And I ain't from your hood. I'm from my own hood. And I ride good. And while y'all thinking bad, I be on my bag. And it be glad bags.
Give it that beat, y'all flip the beat. Flip the beat.
What?
Flip the beat.
Come to me.
That ball, put on that beat, sir.
Oh, he got one that he
Put on that beat, sir. I know y'all want to jump on that.
Hold on right quick. Kill that shit.
I ain't gonna lie.
Go ahead.
Dre, you damn near was sounding like
Yo, that was a
almost
song.
like
That was a song.
It was so like
Yeah.
to be real with
It
you,
was
it
fluid.
was like a busy bone kind of flow. Like,
Yeah.
it sounded like a damn near some Bone Thugs and Harmony kind of, you know. You was just.
Slipping and sliding.
I thought you was on some lean.
No, I was going in. I've been pressing all day. You late still.
You late still.
Alright, turn it up a little bit.
Oh, we got time.
Y'all about to freestyle this? I know y'all hear that beat. Y'all hear the beat. Alright.
You don't get it?
Just agree with
Freestyle that way. I'm gonna tell you, I say freestyle.
Oh, I'm from on ad-lib. Hey, yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie. I got ad-libs on hand right here. All the ad-libs. I'm trying to finish in the background. Hey. Yeah.
Man, the Preacher Parker Show.
Hey.
We freestyling.
Hey.
These guys are about to kill it.
Yeah.
You know I don't make no sense. I'm gonna do my thing now.
Hey.
Hey, hey, hey,
Yeah.
hey, hey, hey. What? Yeah. Woo! It's your boy Preacher Parker in the building. Damn, I'm trying to reach the freaking children. Raise the youth, raise the freaking team.
Yeah.
Everybody freaking swish and clean. Damn, buck, all sound blazing.
Hey.
All day, everybody at the table blazing.
Hey.
All the freaking heavy freaking trail blazing. And I ain't talking about Portland, boy. I'm going, sitting on the floor. Carry y'all aside all day, you know. In the car,
Okay.
on the freeway.
Okay.
Jumping on dirty freaking.
Okay.
Back in the blaze when I put my.
Okay.
Damn truck, I'm doing damn. I feel like damn truck. I'm gonna stop the gun.
Hey.
You know how you go.
Go, how you doing?
Go ahead, Parker.
My boy did that though. My boy did that. Tight up, Paul. You know what I'm saying? Tight up, Paul. Paul need technical.
I'm about to say some technical.
Paul need technical beat. Paul need technical beat.
Switch it up.
I got you, man. What's it feel like?
Whatever.
Oh, that nigga,
We're
that's
gonna
good.
save a couple minutes.
My dog said whatever. Any be there, but it was beat on there. But he said another any beat. That was playing at the time. Bro.
Where's Oli?
I'm with it. I understand.
That's funny as hell.
I just made sense when he said it. That sounds mixed right there.
Oh, we talking milk. We talking eggs.
He got hit a tune that album. Gotta hit with that beat on top.
I think I know how I hit every time that I get. They tried to catch me, tried to hit me, but now I'm back on that bitch. Now it's time to get it. You ain't never fucking win, nigga. Came back on this bitch and now I'm in, nigga. It's time to win again. Yeah, it's time to win again. Time to win again. Rolling on it. And we were never feeling before, now we rolling on it. Now we stolen on it. No, we ain't rolling on it. Now we going on it.
Get. Alright, that beat is nice though. What you nice?
Anybody else gonna go?
I got a background noise. Background noise, heavy. I'm about to change the beat. There's gonna be one whole session with all these different beats.
Rotate.
See look.
The beat, and you feel that beat,
I'm trying to hear everybody. So I'm just adding in for everybody. I'm the only background singer.
that beat's nice.
I ain't gonna drop nothing because I'm
Why not?
Y'all, they don't want to hear the last one. This shit hot.
I'm gonna have to hit water. That was
Mess with me, one of them in the whip, I got my blick. Chick riding through the fifth. Get up on my head.
So a nigga don't trip.
Hey,
He ain't with the bullshit.
Hey, she said go to the head.
Strong. Only thing you need is a motherfucking phone. You get my line and hit his line. Hit his line and hit his line. Hit his line and hit his line.
Hit my line, you know it's time.
Cause we gon' ride. We ain't taking no damn time. Bitch, cause when I slide, I'm banging, folks slanging. Call my partners on up and they gon' slide like this. They gon' slide like who banging. Like we throwing the gay side, but no, we just our main side. Yeah, I'm talking our main side. The main niggas that we gon' ride every time this bullshit we slide. All the damn time. Hey, and if you ain't gonna ride, bitch, don't get in the car. And then you see that ball. You know,
Yo, that boy said he got the gun on his hip to take a trip. Oh, he get rolling the cliff, full cliff. Oh, when I hold these hips, I ain't playing with you boys when I'm spraying the clips. I figure hitting everything from AKs to MR-15 to AR-17s. I'm throwing up for days. Everybody getting blowed up on the feature puppet show. Hot damn, throw it back. Get your goddamn breath, nigga. Shit back.
You got all the good? You made it all good.
Those are bad fathers and my daddy. I don't know why.
I don't know why I hit that.
I bet you look out on the line.
Goddamn rap shit.
He wanna hear a South Beach.
should put
Alright, here you go.
Oh, see, see, y'all
Yes, sir,
y'all want to answer on y'all.
That was your voice change.
Y'all want to answer on y'all podcast, bro. Y'all want to answer. This is hot fire right here. When I speak, see, y'all might get paid when I. This shit might. If I drop right now, this shit, y'all will probably hear me. Hey man, to give you want y'all to hear me?
There you go.
My shit.
Here you go right here.
Do what y'all want?
Here you go.
Y'all want this fire.
Do that.
Baby, record mine first. I need the whole video. I need the whole video by myself.
Okay, go ahead.
Let go.
I'm saying I get the whole video.
Give us some space.
Let me know.
Okay, you got it.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause when I
Here
spit,
you go right here.
you know when I spit. When I do what I do. You know what I'm saying? Don't make me flip. You know what I'm saying? All right.
Don't tell him, babe.
Yeah.
Don't do it, babe.
Yeah. Hey, this type beat, man, you gotta hit the butt too, man. You gotta hit the butt.
Oh man, the motherfucking beat going on.
No, it's good, bro. Trust me, I got time, bro.
He said I got time.
You sound like a motherfucking.
Hey, look.
Ah.
Let me hit this button real quick.
Oh my God.
Alright.
Go ahead, baby.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Let me clear my throat.
Hey.
Let me clear my throat.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Okay.
Let me clear my throat. Let's see if I can take my drink. I thought my boy Kim was jumping on the beat. But I see he ain't, so I'ma take a seat. I'ma go ahead and take another drink. And thought I rapping, man, what the fuck y'all think? No, I'm serious, I'm kinda fucking done. I'm not playing, I'm finna fucking stop right now. That's it.
That's all.
I don't want to live. This ain't what I want.
Yeah, we were really waiting.
Y'all don't want none of this gas.
Fuck you, man. We were waiting on
Y'all
that.
don't want none of this gas. I'm telling you, y'all don't
Okay, why
want
the family was in love?
Y'all don't want none of this gas.
Damn, man. That's fucking.
Hey, man, y'all want
He said,
shit?
"Damn, man, that's fucked up."
Y'all want shit? You want shit, bro?
Yo, your shit
All this shit rolling. You still rolling? You still
Yeah.
rolling? Y'all want shit? Rolling, bro.
Rolling like it's stolen. Rolling like it's stolen. Rolling steady rolling.
Rolling like it's stolen.
Rolling like it's stolen. And you rolling stolen. All my niggas and we rolling. And we rolling like it's stolen. When we sit back and we go. And we ride like we okay. Okay, we rolling like we stolen. And we buzzing like we rolling. And we talking and you stolen. And my money steady rolling. And y'all hoes steady rolling. And y'all niggas steady trolling. And y'all hoes steady going. And my mind is steady rolling. When I roll up off that block, best believe we off the shopping. And we going so this phone. And we beating all the way home. And we turn that shit up. And when them police fucking ride. And when we damn slide.
Rolling like it's stolen, 3 a.m. in the morning, crack a dawn and get the freaking dust out my eyes. Everybody wake up, F up, we about to take a ride. Hit the streets tonight, my boy, we about to get that. Woo, we do that roofie, bring cars, open doors all day, crack a dawn. Everybody in the ride, freaking chase the cops sideways. Everybody freaking firing, boys laying their bodies. Everybody spread that heat, motherfucking people, that's how you hiring. Freaking playing out, freaking all day they're blazing. In the car, rolling Dutchess, my niggas rolling. We hold my fucker, freaking wood, roll out down the window. I'm smoking on this end. Niggas is fast as Nintendo. I'm blowing up, I'm hyped, man. I'm going around with wasteland. Try me if you want to. Blast the police, freaking chase me. Freaking highlights in the air and big lights.
I'm busting in the head, man, I stumble to the ground. Boy, these niggas that be talking, man, they lie the fucking mouth. Man, it's your boy Nancy, man, I represent the city. Boy, these niggas that be talking, but these niggas really busy. Boy, these niggas don't want it, man, they niggas really hating. They ain't worried about this shit. Man, this money that we making, man, we on this fucking paper tape. You niggas that tryna hate, ain't worried about this shit. I let this shit fucking marinate. You pussy ass niggas don't see me in the street. I beat your ass down, nigga. What the fuck you think? Who the fuck you think you is? Who the fuck you think I am? Bitch, I'm fucking steak. Man, you niggas like ham.
No more game for the road. Alright.
Shit, I already know.
When I'm gone, I'ma have to take off. And when I'm in that damn flight, man, I have to take off. And when I'm on the damn flight, you think I probably got pounds, but I don't. But I'ma land on down. Up in Cali in this bitch, now we slide new. And when I go up in Cali, all I see is Snoop. And when I roll up in Inglewood, I throw that deuce. And if you rollin' with me, that's what we be smoking too. Now we slide through. Best believe I'm coming through it with my whole crew. Yeah, my family with me. Yeah, my mama too. And she believes in me. And so should you. And if you ever try to roll with me, best roll. And then believe I'm rolling in my own status. Yeah, I'm in my status quo. And that's
Yeah, I think that's on that.
You gotta get deep. Sometimes a motherfucker reach for you, you reach for him. And then you pop you first, and then you have to grab him. And then you hit his ass down until he grab you. And then believe it, if the shot comes straight through you, you gotta stand up and you just gotta run through it. And if you make it outside, then believe you keep the motherfucking ambulance coming, what you think? Hell no, nigga, you gotta keep running. It's an HD Johnson. And if they try to hit you, nigga, you down on it. Damn, nigga, you down on it. You ass stop, you down and out. Woo, when that cash shot, that shit get the flowing, and then that money throwing. Woo, you see that shit rolling? Oh, man, my nigga rolling. Yeah, we going hard every fucking day, and then we rolling through y'all niggas, and we going. Hey, and then we going hard. Nigga, fuck y'all, nigga, we some fucking guards, and we some boulevard, we up on your boulevard, and nigga, fuck y'all damn guards, we some boulevard, and we up on your damn shit down there on two, and I don't give a fuck, and I'm coming 1 on 2, yeah, that mean me on you, and your partner too, nigga, fuck y'all, and then we coming through it, and then we gonna go, oh, and then we smoking too, but then we roll through the back, and then we rolling, and we relaxing, and we in that bitch, we back in your motherfuckers backpack, and we rolling in that scat, and we fucking down skating up, and y'all niggas say bye, nigga, we up on that bitch dog, 20 times I fuck y'all, bitches, in a motherfucking head, nigga, and then I bust y'all 2 times, and then y'all never know do, hey, and then I roll and do, like, get the motherfucking sissy, and I'm back on the bitch, let me slide down, let me slide down, y'all weak in it, y'all weak in it. Hey, goddamn it, oh, I fucked it up. I was almost there. Fuck.
And the nigga in my club that you on the mic see. Maybe nigga ass pretty good.
Yeah, I was going too hard.
Get on that jump. Say something.
Say
I feel rolling a little bit.
Say something.
Say
Say something.
I need a couple more shots, man.
You know what?
Hey.
Woo! Play that beat, man.
That beat was.
Play that beat.
I ain't gonna lie. Y'all know why.
Play that beat back.
That beat was fire. Hey.
What time
I'll
is
be
it?
back.
11:30.
Alright.
Really last busy.
Hey, you slide up with me.
Yeah, get out to you.
Drop it.
Hey. You said he better do it right now. I ain't gonna lie. That beat was fire.
I got Dre did that.
Hey. Right?
My boys too. Hey, talking about the freaking Brooklyn flows. I come with the gunner. Working to your brother, you can son. I come to the place with the project hallways, piss in the floor, everybody don't give a F. Rolling down the hallways, crack kids everywhere. Everybody still they go down on that bucket, bro. I gotta get out this place without going wrong. I'm on the streets, man, damn, the mother ever. Ambulance won't come through, the cops won't come through, and everybody's worried about the police that's coming through. And they already know that everything that happens in Brownsville, niggas going straight downhill. Cause every day comes no flying. People freaking dropping freaking bodies out the building. 6 more stories, ain't no stories. It's a horrible story. The words I'm sorry, I'm just telling nothing more. And everything got ripped through. Blood on the slide, just a nigga just straight died. 6 bullets to the chest, nobody saved him. Nobody gives an F that's where I come from. Word to the mother, go straight to the school. Teachers don't like me because I'm black and a fool. Fight everybody, I don't really want damn. I'm trying to do the thing that I bless my baby. I'm trying to bless everyone, but I don't understand the hand that fed me. My parents tried to teach me right, but I couldn't understand why they had to teach me right. Cause mother effers trying to take my life, so they had to move me from state to state. I'm trying to get away, I'm trying to go away to places where my mind can't stay. I can't go back to the past, I can't live that way. I'm trying to grow, I'm trying to be the man that represent. I represent everyone, from the hood with the gun, and from Brooklyn on the Crookers out there doing their thing. Ain't nothing more than just another street move. More than bodies, and everybody's getting taken. Come on, Ron, speak that nasty. Do that thing, you run up that flow. If we can smack them home, if we can slow flow, if we can slow that coat, and do whatever we go. We can walk my head.
This is Chris. We're charging $100 for a haircut. He doesn't add anything else into that haircut. Service, really just what it says.
I tried recording everything while my phone shut down. I tell my storage full.
Oh,
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Changing anything.
we're finna cry, man.
Put it up there.
Man, this is goddamn, this motherfucker raw wave, bitch. And no, that's a raw wave, bitch. We gon' cry, man. Hey, mom, she don't really though, man. You ready? One more? Hey, man. I told you I'll drop an album.
That's no jam.
Here you go, I did.
That's my oh, there you go. Yeah, everybody.
And now they told me that I never ever would. Hold up. Let me get my shit.
Yeah, you drink. So if I get my vocals right.
You can do a flow over here singing.
I remember I was about 9 years old. Hold up. They took me from my family and I came back to live. Hold up. And now they and I came back full speed.
Baby girl, you got my world.
And now I'm getting grown, and now my baby's getting old. Hold up, I don't think y'all heard it. And now I'm getting grown, and my baby's getting old. And my baby's getting old. I got a 13-year-old. Yeah, my baby like that TikTok. And if I That's it. If you fuck with oh, if you fucking with my baby.
Trey, they doing the hot up. They doing the hot up. Walking show. You see the freestyle. You see the balance. My boy Dre's been singing the song. Hitting high notes. Say for the children, baby. That grown folk business. From boys to men. Freestyle battle, preacher, fucking show. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. Yes, sir.
Good job. Hey, you good, man.
I was waiting on you.
Hey, put that shit on all your motherfucking shit.